So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now Taylor on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 39, Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Now watch one. He's having lying. Tracking 60.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, fighting off the defender. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brady to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 52, Mike 52. Go Bandit. Practice reload.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Complete to Leonard Fournette.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
14-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brady. The quick slant caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down Tampa. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25.
Brady's pass.
A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 55 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Ford out another crack. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Aaron Lee on the tackle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
21.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 2nd down, Taylor. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and goal. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. Operating from the gun. Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
11-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Trey Boston. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brady's pass.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Down at the 18-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 54 yards. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Hey, check back, back six. Defense wins championships, baby.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Buccaneers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.